Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Manny. This is my beautiful mother. I'm going to be doing her hair today, dyeing it because it's kind of gray, and she likes me to, you know, do her, touch up her roots or whatever. You know your girl. Gotta be looking cute. But yeah, I'm just going to be doing her hair. I'm going to do a little chit chat with my mom. Say hello. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Manny's mom.
How old are you? 21.
21. Thank you.
So I'm just gonna start doing her hair. We have the product right here. She's actually allergic to hair dye. Tell them about that.
I'm very allergic to hair dye, and this is like the 4th time that I want it to happen, so I got to be very careful with what chemicals we do put in my hair.
What chemicals are you allergic to that make your hair? Her face swells up like Elephant Man.
Yes.
And she gets like freaking crazy, an allergic reaction, and so we can't have that be looking. So yeah, let's get into the video. So tell them how you first found out you were pregnant with me.
Yes, I quite was surprised at the age of 40.
40 years old, my mom had me. I was like,
yes, it was quite a blessing. Manny was born very tiny. He was a twin, and so then therefore he was quite tiny when he was born.
I was a fraternal twin to be exact.
Yes.
And I feel like I had a girl twin because I felt like I got her mindset, and that's why I feel like, you know, I believe that I feel like I think like a girl, and, you know, I feel like, you know, I just got her, like, I don't even know, chromosomes, whatever the hell. But tell what happened.
It was early on into my pregnancy, and I didn't even know I was expecting. So I went in for a miscarriage, and I guess...
You had a miscarriage before you had me?
Well, when I had you, when I found out, and they checked, and they found Manny.
Oh, yeah, no, you had a miscarriage with the other baby, and that's why you were bleeding, right?
Yes, and so...
Hemorrhaging, and then you went to the doctors, and what did they tell you?
And they said, well, 2 hours later, they found out, they said, well, you're still having another one. This Manny was my blessing.
And
Manny,
what? And you were like, oh, I'm gonna have another baby, you're 40 years old?
Oh, yes, I was quite...
How did you, like...
I was quite shocked because of the mere fact that, mind you, at my age, I already had 2 older children.
She freaking had a shot of tequila, and my dad's a mariachi singer, right?
Yeah.
And he sings all the freaking time, so that's where I get my voice from. That's how, you know, she just had a shot of tequila, and boom, she got pregnant.
No.
That night. But
no.
Anyway, Mom, how did you know, like, did you know when I was younger that, like, I had, like, how did you know that I was gay? Like, did you have like questions? Because, you know, when I was young, I was very feminine. Like, you know, I would play with Barbies, and, like, how did you not know?
I really didn't know. More so for the mere fact that, of course, we do the normal. We try to get him involved.
And and I grew up very in the church. Like
yes,
I'm a very like church baby. So like, how did you feel about that? Like, you didn't even really know, did you? Or
well,
what?
No, but the mere fact that you love your children, and I do believe that it's just such an unconditional love. And I did know that more or less because of your actions. And
what did I do? Like, tell me, like.
Well, you know, I saw that you were not interested in Little League, and
baseball.
I saw in baseball, and I did see that
what did I do when I was on the team? Everybody would be so mad at me, because why?
He was really not interested. He was pretty much in the dugout, didn't really want to put his part.
And I was in the outfield dancing, remember?
Yes.
I was always in the outfield.
He loved it.
I was always in the outfield dancing, and like...
He was never focused. And of course, it's like, you know, we want our children to achieve, but I just saw him dancing in the outfield and not focused, and the rest of his team were like, Manny! But I kind of just knew, more or less, and I just kind of left it up to him to more or less make that decision in his life as he got older.
But you already knew about, like, the LGBT community, because...
Oh, yes, I did.
Tell him why, like, why?
I did have a very special friend of mine, and he was gay and really close friend of mine.
My aunt.
And yes, and it's so he really introduced me into this world, and my heart.
Who, me?
Just my
your friend. What was
my
his name?
Friend Cesar. So I was like, okay, started to get to know a lot of children who were gay, but just really didn't want it to be mentioned. And me having the heart that I have for kids and stuff, really wanted to know about. And so when my son Manny started to have these actions, and I just loved him even more.
But like, didn't I had a tia China? She was gay, and like, so you were telling her about tia China.
Oh, I had a beautiful sister, and she was gay. Lesbian. So we kind of knew, and our parents, this was a long time ago, and so we just knew, and she was very loving, kind. I lived with her for 4 years. It was really like a lot of best years of my life. And so then therefore it was like, you know, it was understandable, and I knew. And
she had a first husband, and he was actually a pastor. How about that?
Yes, I was married to a pastor, wonderful man, and he passed away 25 years ago. But he was loving and caring and giving, and
he didn't really care about.
He was not judgmental, but the love and the care and all that was there. We tend to not see that a lot, and so for me it was like more of a blessing. And then I really gave Manny the confidence within himself, heart.
But you were also very scared. Okay, so tell him about when like I went to high school and I started wearing makeup, and how did you feel like when I went to prom in a dress and homecoming? You know, and she actually went with me to pick out my prom dress and my homecoming dress.
Yes.
So I'm just very thankful.
And the shoes.
Yeah, and my shoes, my high heels. I'm just very happy, supportive to have a mother like you, because honestly, some parents are very, you know.
I do know some children that
are
gay.
Tell the guy that works at McDonald's.
And they're kind of, you know, rejected, and it just really kind of just breaks my heart, because a mother's love should be unconditionally. That is very important for me.
And she told my grandma. My grandma's how old, huh?
Yes. A couple of years ago, I was with my mother, and she's so cute. She's 87 years old. Yesterday was her birthday. Of course, this was a couple of years ago. It was laid heavy on my heart. I didn't know Manny had still not told us. Came out. And so I looked at my mom, who was just like a best friend to me, and I told her, I said, Mom, I think my son is gay. And we were having a few little drinks, and took a sip of her little drink, and she looked at me and she said, honey, she kind of touched my shoulder, which was just so, it was so comforting. Heartwarming. And she just looked at me and she said, well, you have two options, honey. And I said, okay. And she said, you could either love your child, very important, love your child, understand him, or the other option is you can bury him. And my heart just realized, for me, you know, as an unconditionally loving mother that I am, I really took to Manny, and I said, okay, let's just do this. And I accepted him. I loved my son very much, and now we enjoy life. We have fun.
We recently went to the bar, because we have a friend, and he's gay too, and his party was at this bar. It's in my town. It's really nice, a really nice bar. And you know, people 18 or older can go in. So you know, that night. So we drove in an Uber.
Yes, we did Uber, which was my first time doing Uber, but it was nice. I loved it. And of course, this party was kind of late for me, but I said I was going to go for my friend. We went, and we had a wonderful time. They had music, live band, and they have a bar, they have a pool table, and I actually went out on a date with my son, and it felt wonderful. And
I had on makeup. I had like a crop top.
Yes, he did.
I had on some, what was it, like some booty shorts.
Oh my goodness. I said,
And so what happened? So we get to the bar.
We get to the bar, and we're just checking us in and this and that.
They pat me down. I said, pat me down.
And so I was like, Manny, and we get in there, and of course I've got a few friends of mine that go there, and we had a very beautiful night.
Anyway, long story short, this guy came up to us, remember?
Which one?
Caesar. I don't know, I shouldn't say his name, but he came up to us, and he looked at my mom, and he looked at me. He's like, oh my god, your daughter is very beautiful, blah,
yes.
blah, blah.
Oh, yes.
And my mom was like, I know. Yeah, it was a very awkward situation. Like, I'd never been hit on in front of my mom. And my mom was like going along with it. I was like, Mom, my name's Gabriella, remember?
Well, we're talking. I mean, I love to talk. Everybody knows that about me. And so...
And she's a dancing queen. Tell them about
that. Yes, I am.
When you were younger, what?
When I was younger, years ago.
Years ago.
I love to dance. Everybody knows I'm a dancer. And I did win 2 trophies as a dancing queen, disco at that. Oh, I love it.
You grew up in the what, the 70s?
I grew up in the 70s, 79, 80ish, around there. And that was my thing to do, was to dance. I love to dance. When I got my first trophy, I really wanted to dance more. and be more competitive.
Was there like a bunch of girls that like hated you because you won or what?
No, not really. No. Everybody back then was just so much into dancing and different styles and this and that where I went. And actually, you know what? My partner was gay. During the week, you know, when I was off of work or out of school.
Your dance partner?
My dance partner was a wonderful guy. Julio was his name. We just really used to practice, and he really
Do you
loved
still talk
to dance.
to him?
No, I lost track of him, but we just, you know, loved just the competition, just the moves, the style. You get so involved in it, and I loved it. So yes, it was like.
So that was your passion. Dancing.
That was.
Did you ever dance on a pole?
No.
Why? You were really pretty when you were younger. You look just like me.
Yes,
honestly.
Mannie seems to look a lot like me.
I'm honestly the prettiest one, but I'm gonna say nothing.
But it was like a really big adventurous for me to be into competition. We had a lot of fun.
So you were very competitive. So did you have any like enemies growing up? Like, cause I know the girls had like cholo eyeliner and eyebrows, and you grew up with cholos, huh?
Not really. Back then, I went to Venice High School.
Hey, okay.
And that's where they filmed Grease, okay? One of the schools.
Oh yeah, tell about that.
And I worked at Venice High School for 16 years.
As a bilingual.
And so what I really loved was actually they filmed Grease there, which was awesome. I got to see a lot of parts. Two different schools also. I think one was Mark Twain and Venice. Really awesome time.
And they came in like different limos.
Different limos. Olivia Newton-John had white, and John Travolta had his black limo, and I was behind the gates, and so I've got to see a lot of the old cars and the people and the staff, and I also got to see Shaquille O'Neal and Akeem Olajuwon. They filmed the Taco Bell commercial in the boys' gym. I got to see Britney Spears, and she was really young, but I was there. I saw her, and the one I loved the most was I got to chaperone in the boys' gym at Venice High School, Tina Marie. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tina Marie.
They said Tina Marie who?
Tina Marie. She was a very famous singer too. Irons in the Fire. She was wonderful. I got to see her in concert. I was chaperoning that night, and it was beautiful. I loved it. I did work there 16 years, and they were really fun years. I also have 2 older children who were with me. It was quite nice. It was an older school. Now it's being remodeled. I haven't been down there to see it. I also went there in Venice High School, and I think we've got like 3 or 4 generations who did go. My mom went to Venice High School.
Grandma went to Venice High School?
Yes.
What year?
Oh,
She graduated?
Yeah, from Venice High School. I can't think of what year it was, but my niece, her son goes there too, so that's really like.
But my mom used to live in Westchester near LAX.
Yes, I did.
So she knows that area very well, and then she had a beautiful town. You had a beautiful house. She had maids.
Yeah. Yes, it was really nice. I loved living in Westchester. Then after my husband passed away, I decided to come out here and I've been out here 25 years. I love it. It's really quiet. I appreciate that now. The weather's kind of different, but you learn to work with it. You learn to be with it.
But we hate where we live. Like, it's like 40, 50 minutes away out here.
Nothing to do out here.
Nothing to do, but we make happiness with family. You know, she have her grandkids now and stuff like that.
Yes. I have 3 beautiful grandsons, and they keep me busy just as well as my 3 kids, and so I love it. Most of all, I am a big part of all of their lives.
So when I went to prom, and I went to tell them about the story when I came out. When I came home, and what happened?
When you went to prom or homecoming?
No, when I came out as gay, and I was just like, Mom, like, you guys were telling me oh my God, Mannie, are you gay, but transgender? Oh. And I just came home, and you guys asked me oh, are you gay? And I was like, yeah. Then I started crying, and then you were like, oh Mannie, I was waiting for you to come out and stuff like that.
Yes, we were. I knew. Mommy knows. Mommy knows.
So you think kids that are not out, their mom knows? Like, a mother knows her child, huh?
Yes. And you always hope and pray that.
And you were very worried. You were very worried for me because you think a lot of people are not accepting towards gays now, but yeah. I think Mom, my generation's different because
yes, it is. It's very different.
Very different.
It's very different.
Like, even your friends tell you.
I do believe, and a lot of people have told me this. It's a lot more accepting in this generation, which is wonderful. it's wonderful because for me, and I do believe it's like because of the bullying and all that.
And I was bullied. You know, I was bullied when I was in middle school, and you know, I never told you, Mom. Like I was like, you know, a lot of kids really like were very vicious towards me. You know, I've been through so much. And I never told you about it. But like now me and my mom are really close.
Yes.
Like, you know, the guys that I talk to, I tell her, you know, and she tells me, just be careful out there. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are going to judge you, and be very, like, just be yourself.
And I do believe that with my support, I do believe Manny's very confident how he feels. Manny's very comfortable. And I do believe.
And when we're in public, people will compliment me and be like, "Oh, Mannie, you're so beautiful." And my mom acts like she's like, "Oh, I made that. Like that was in my stomach." Like she gets all like crazy, huh? You're always like, "Oh, like thank you." I don't even say thank you anymore. It's like, "Oh, thank you." Like. But like I love what I love about you, Mom, is that like you really like to tell people about me, and like, you know, you post me on your Facebook and all your friends, and like you don't care about what others think. And
no, I don't.
Like I have some family members in my family that are not very, you know. And that's okay, right, Mom? Like,
that's, you know, right. That's right. I mean, we all have to live our lives to the fullest. This life, and we have to be happy no matter what. And so for me, is that whatever makes you happy, live each day like it's your last day.
Exactly,
and that's the most important thing, because if we're going to go by standards and rules and stuff, we're going to be very unhappy. This life is more challenging.
Yep.
And so we have to learn. We have
Mom,
to
I don't know. This color's looking very, like, greenish.
I hope not.
I'm being serious. Honestly, Mom, when I get married and stuff like that, I want you to walk me down the aisle, because like you're like my best friend. Like, you know, like you've been there for me like non-stop. Like every time I go to the doctors to see if I have any STDs or stuff like that, you know, you're always the one that supports me and tells me that, hey, you're fine, and you know, you're just very supportive, and you know, you let guys come over and spend the night with the door open. I know.
Sorry.
No, it's fine, like, it's your house, like, you know, but I just want to say thank you, and, like, it means a lot to me that you're so supportive. You know, sometimes, you know, we want to bite each other's heads off.
Yes. Oh, yes, we do.
What gets on your nerves that I do? My room?
Well,
it's most, like, every typical mother and son thing, but yes. I just love that you appreciate me, and yes, I'm not transgender, and a lot of people, like, always, like, oh, is your son transgender? And what do you say?
I say, no, my son's not transgender.
I'm just, you know...
beautiful.
I'm just beautiful, and I'm just Mannie, and, you know, if you don't like that, like, there's the door, like...
Yes. I've lost a few friends along the way. I've lost the understanding, and I just believe that if they couldn't understand me, then I didn't need them in my life.
Exactly. I lost some friends too, but you know, sometimes it was my fault, sometimes it was their fault.
But I do understand everybody's allowed to have their opinions, and you know, and if they don't understand it, okay, that's fine, you know. But I do believe it's a lack of education, accepting. It's all about how your parents bring you up.
Exactly.
And it's all about what you're taught.
Exactly.
And so it's like, so for me, it's so important to just always remember to have that compassion, have that love, have those fruits of the Spirit. And it's so important to understand that God...
And my mom was actually very religious, so it was like very hard for me knowing, like, telling her that I was gay, because I thought she was going to be, you know, so... Okay, I'm done filming. I'm done dyeing my mom's hair. Thank you so much for being on my channel today. I thank you really so much for being supportive towards me. And
of course, always. This
is my mom, guys, so she's gonna be filming with me a couple more videos. We have a couple more videos coming your way. And thank you guys for supporting me. My Snapchat, if you guys want to follow me, is gonna be Mannie, MANNIE_777. And my Instagram is MAC_7890. So go give me a follow, add me on Snap. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, bitches, or bye, girls.
Bye.
Bye.